So hey guys, now we get to our Marvel side of the review, and that is Ultimate Spider-Man issue 5. Now, from Ultimate Spider-Man issue 1 through 4, they would come out every 2 weeks. Like a new issue would come out every 2 weeks just to push out the storyline, more quicker so we don't have to wait for a month. But now, seeing how everything's going really well, now issue 5 comes out a month later. And I have to say, I loved issue number 5. It's really great. And let's get on to the review. So in the last issue, Miles Morales finally picks up, to become Spider-Man after seeing Peter Parker's death. He thinks it's his responsibility to fill in his shoes. So what he does is he actually puts on a fake, not fake, but a cheap knockoff Spider-Man costume and, jumps around New York City around it. And of course we see Spider-Woman get really upset and pissed and punches him in the face, and I like this cover art actually. It actually shows Spider-Woman going BAM, in the background it says BAM, and then just like if you guys can see it right here, it's so great how she does that. Like she just hits him in the face and this is BAM. I didn't know that until I looked really close. But yeah, so it picks off where issue 4 left off, and Spider-Woman's interrogating Miles Morales, and she's pretty upset, like saying, of course Peter just died, and it seems like an insult, to her that, you're wearing his costume. Well, not his costume, but you're trying to represent him, and that's just kind of an insult that he just died, and you think you can take his place. And so, she kind of bosses him around, bullies, trying to mess with him and stuff. And Miles doesn't take this really kind of really great. He freaks out, he gets nervous, and all she's asking him is, how you got your spider powers? How did you get your spider powers? How did you get your spider powers? And Miles just keeps, changing the subject, saying I'm gonna call the cops, you can't do this to me, give me back my mask and stuff like that. So, she's pretty pissed, and of course, she spins him up in some web, and he's tied up and stuff, so he tries to escape and tries to call the cops, but hits his head on a satellite dish, and then he hits his head and he knocks out. Then he wakes up in a SHIELD place, in was the headquarters of SHIELD for from Tony Stark or something like that. And it was pretty cool. He wakes up and you see Nick Fury. You even get to see Tony Stark and Spider-Woman is there. You only get to see, that's all you get to see. Nick Fury, Tony Stark, and Spider-Woman. They're all there, and they're all looking at Miles, and Miles is kind of freaked out. He's like, oh, can I go? And they're like, of course Nick Fury wants to ask him, how did you get your powers? And just he just asks him just constantly, how did you get your powers? What's going on? And, stuff like that. That you shouldn't be wearing this costume, after Peter just died. And he tells Nick Fury, he's like, I feel like, it's my responsibility, with great power. And he's like, comes great responsibility. Yes, I know. And, what happens is actually, at the same time, Electro's there. He's basically sedated for now until he wakes up, actually. He wakes up and he kills a bunch of doctors in the whole facility right now. And, of course, he escapes. And, of course, Nick Fury and everybody else knows, and Tony Stark, Iron Man, gets in his costume or suit and starts fighting Electro, but, it doesn't really work as well. And, they're trying to fight him off, and basically, they can't really beat him because he's pretty powerful right now, taking out Tony Stark, that guy from the Avengers. And so what happens is Miles actually enters the fight. He, goes, invisible and actually knocks him with a crate or a box, and so he starts fighting against Electro, and he actually knocks him out with his Venom paralysis thing, and it's cool. And he actually has Nick Fury actually shoots Electro and gets basically shot him in the arm and stomach. I don't know if he died, but I don't know. But so basically what happens is after that they send Miles Morales back to school, and he's telling I forgot what his name. God damn, I forgot what his name was. But he's telling his best friend that, oh, it's so cool, he doesn't even know how to explain everything. He doesn't even know who Electro is or Spider-Woman. He doesn't know any of this stuff. He's like, so, I hit him with my Venom paralysis thingy, and it messed with his thingy-ma-bomb and stuff like that. It's kind of funny. And of course, his friend's like, oh, Genki. Yeah, Genki's all like, oh, you're a superhero now. That's so cool and awesome, And he's like, shh, don't say that out loud, And it's pretty good. And then, of course, Spider-Woman comes out in her human, form, not like her costume, but she comes out and, she tells Miles, like, Nick didn't want to give you a chance. But after seeing what happened yesterday, he's willing to give you a chance. So, you know, if you put on this costume, you know you're getting yourself into this. You know you're a part of this now, and you know you gotta, you know, take responsibility and stuff. You gotta take, you know, you gotta do these things as a, you know, as a hero now. So basically, Spider-Woman acknowledges him as a new Spider-Man, and you know is basically filling in for Peter Parker. So she gives him the costume, and basically it's this black and red costume, and you know he puts it on, and that's how it ends with the issue. That finally he becomes Spider-Man. And I have to say, this issue is pretty good. It was really great. I loved it. This is really great. Like, I just got into Ultimate Spider-Man. I want to collect all the other Ultimate Spider-Man comics before this one came out. And just seeing Miles Morales as a character, it was great. Everything is just going good. His fight with Electro was awesome. Like, I knew he would use a punch and use his venom with it. It's just great. It's awesome. It's so cool. I really like it. I still highly recommend you guys picking this issue up. It's great. It's a great read. It's fun. And I can't wait to see him out in the streets now as Spider-Man. And yeah, just pick this issue up if you guys can. And that's my review on it.